But, I think something that would be useful maybe for people who are maybe listening to this for the first time or introduced to Flare Network for the first time, just to give an overview, like an elevator pitch of what the Flare Network is before we sort of delve into some of these more granular questions.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, let's do that. So Flare is the EVM layer 1. It is, we're sort of calling it the network for data. The reason for that is it has 3 protocols that are embedded in the network. The first, as most people in this space will know, is the Flare time series oracle. That is for prices and index data. So prices like crypto prices, could be stock prices, could be currency prices. Index data like it can be a stock index, or it could be something like weather data, carbon emissions data, that kind of stuff, and essentially anything that has a temporal nature through time. So that's the first protocol. Then there's 2 further protocols which are somewhat related. There's the state connector, which is for proving data from other blockchains on Flare, and there's the web connector, which is for proving what we call deterministic data from Web 2 APIs, so databases onto Flare. So these 3 protocols together are integrated into the network. The network is optimized to allow them to be as scalable as possible. One of those scalability plans is to enable the FTSO to massively scale from what it's currently doing. So currently doing about 12 prices at the moment, but looking to sort of, the technical ways to scale it to handle 1,000 prices. It's currently updating every 3 minutes. There's potentially technical ways to allow it to update every block. So, we're essentially this network which draws data in. The data comes from the network infrastructure providers, so the validators. So as many of you know, we're now onboarding the FTSOs as validators. This is radically different to like an Oracle system, which sits on top of a blockchain. It's very hard to scale because it's not optimized. The blockchain isn't optimized for data. It's expensive because you've got to use the native gas token of the blockchain, and you've got to use the token of the protocol in order to pay for data. And they're very, very hard to decentralize because they don't get to take advantage of the structure of the network, the infrastructure provider role of the network. So Flare is this network for data. And then, as again, most people know, we're building 2 types of bridge. One called the F assets for non-smart contract tokens like Bitcoin and XRP and Litecoin and Dogecoin. And then Layer Cake, which is going to be a general bridge for many chains. But also specifically, it's going to be involved in bringing value from other networks to Flare. And so if you take a smart contract platform with this novel data capabilities, and then you put 2 strong bridges around it, what you actually end up with is this utility layer that can serve essentially, I don't want to say all of blockchain, but a very, very wide set of the blockchains.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.